Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Data Structures and Algorithm in Python course. In today's lecture, we'll be solving another problem on greedy. Let's see what is the problem. This is basically GFG problem called n meetings in one room. You will be given timing of n meetings in form of start I and end I. So here you can see starting time and ending time. Okay, where start I is the starting time of meeting I and end I is the finish time of meeting I. So for the first meeting, starting time is 1 and ending time is 2. Okay. Now return the maximum number of meetings that can be accommodated in a single meeting room when only one meeting room can be held. So there are one meeting rooms. Okay. And you have some timing of start time and end time. You have to tell in that one meeting room how many maximum number of meetings can be accommodated. Okay. That is the problem. Now let's see how we can do this. So there are two things, starting time and ending time. Okay, so for the first meeting, what is the starting time? Starting time is 1 and ending time is 2. For the second meeting, starting time is 3, ending time is 4. For the third meeting, starting time is 0, ending time is 6. Similarly for the remaining meetings, right? Now 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 let's say first we attend this meeting, right? We accommodate this meeting. Okay, accommodate this meeting, so that means, so 1 2, okay, 1 2, that means starting time is 1, ending time is 2. Now can we accommodate the second meeting? Now starting time of this meeting is 3, right? So when we want to start this meeting has already ended, right? This meeting has already ended. That means yes, we can accommodate. Okay, so 3 4. Okay, done. Then, so what is the ending time of this meeting? Was 4, right? At 4 p.m. it will be ended. Okay. Then what is the timing of the next meeting? It is 0. Okay. Now, now, can we start this meeting? No, right? Because 0 is less than 4. So first 4 will be ended, then only we can start this meeting. So we can't do that. We can't accommodate this meeting. Okay. Now let's see this meeting can we accommodate? So it will be ended at 4, right? Now from 5 we can accommodate. Yes, we can do. So 5 it will be ended at 7. Okay. Now the next meeting start is 8, right? And the previous meeting end time was 7. So yes, we can do 8 9, right? Then what is the next start time of next meeting? 5. But for this meeting end time is 9. End time is 9, right? That means we can't accommodate this meeting. So what is the maximum number of meeting we can accommodate in this single room? This is equal to 4. This is the answer. This is the answer. Here you can see this is the answer. So 1 2 3 4 5 7 and 8 9. 5 7 and 8 9. Now let's see how we can approach this problem. Okay, so we'll be to solve this problem we'll be using greedy. So for greedy, we know, so greedy means sorting, right? Greedy means sorting. But before sorting, one thing we'll do. So first you can see start time and end time are different, right? Start time is another array, end time is another array. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll make them as pair. Okay, so for this will be create as 1 2. Okay, this is one pair. Okay, then 3 4 is another pair. Okay, then 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 0 6 will be another pair. Then 5 7 will be another pair. Okay, 5 7 will be another pair. 8 9 will be another pair, and at last 5 9 will be another pair. How you can do that? Initially we'll be taking an array, and every time we'll be running a for loop, accessing the first element from here, and we'll be appending this. So first it will be like 1 2, right? So again dot dot dot, we'll be making like this, right? So if we do this, so array will be look like this: 1 2, then 3 4, right? Then 0 6, then 5 7, then 8 9, then 5 9. Okay, that will be doing. So that will be doing, we'll make a array. Okay, we'll be making an array where first thing will be starting, and next thing will be ending, right? Ending time. It will be starting time, ending time. Then what we'll do, then the next thing will be sorting this array, will be sort this array, will be sort this array, will be sort this array based on end time, based on end time. Okay, based on end time, based on end time. So here it is already sorted. If that is not, if that is not, so this is also sorted, but this is not sorted, right? This array is not sorted. So first thing will be making pairs, will be making pairs, then will be sorted according to the last, according to the end time, right? How we can do that? We'll be using sorting function, sort, and here the key will be equals to lambda function. And so if we take I, will be sort on the basis of the second element, right? The second element, the second element. That's why I am taking index 1. Okay, so that's how we can sort. Okay, step 1 is done, step 1 is done, this is done. Okay, this is done. Then what we'll do, then what we'll do, first we'll take a counter. So we'll take a count variable, we'll take a count variable and initialize with 1. So what we'll assume, we'll assume that this meeting already we have attended, right? This meeting by default is attended. Then we'll be starting from this one. Okay, so what are you gonna do? We're gonna take end pointer of this meeting. So we'll take a end, we'll take a end. So the end is basically the end timing of the end timing of the previous meeting, end time of the previous meeting. So what will happen? So let's say, let's say, yeah. So we'll be starting from this. Okay, this will be our current, this will be our current. Okay, so already we have taken that this meeting is accommodated. Okay, now we'll be calculating from this. Okay, so this is our current meeting. So now we'll be comparing the start time with the end time. If the start time is greater than end time, that means this meeting, this whole meeting can, we can accommodate here. Let's say, let's take this same array. So let's say the first is 1 2. Okay, then 3406. Okay, 34, then 06, 5789, 57, then 89, and at last 59, 59. Okay, so this is, so let's name it as meetings. So let's name it as m. Okay, meetings. Okay, now this array is sorted, this array is sorted. So what we'll do, we'll take a count variable. So let's say count, count. Okay, initialize with 1, because we'll first consider that this meeting is already accommodated. Okay, this meeting is already accommodated. Now what we'll do, we'll take this end. Okay, so we'll take this end and compare with the first current. So let's say this is our current. Okay, this is our current, this is our current. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna compare. So end will be, initially it will be m of 0 1, right? M of 0 1, and we'll run a for loop, we'll run a for loop for I will be starting from, I will be starting from 1 to n minus 1. Okay, 1 to n minus 1, and there will be, so when we are at first index, first index, that means current, will take starting point. So start, and it will be nothing but m of I 0, means we'll take the first element. Okay, now we'll compare this with this, compare this with this. So if this start, if this start is greater than end, if this start is greater than end, that means if the start time is greater than end time, that means if this meeting already has ended, then we can accommodate this meeting also in the same room. Then what we'll do, we'll increment the count. So count plus plus. Okay, we'll increment the count, and then what we'll do, so that's it, I think. Yeah, we'll okay, then what we'll do, so now currently we are at this index, right? Now if we, when we move our pointer from here to here, so we'll be moving our point current to here, and also we'll be moving our previous end. So end will be shifted from here to here. This will be our new end, right? This will be our new start, this will be our new end. So what are you gonna do? So you're gonna change the end. So end will be, previously it was the first, okay, then it will be m of every time will be updating this thing, okay, updating this thing. So yeah, so after first iteration, so count was 1, initially count was 1, so it has compared with this, is this 3 greater than 2? Yes, right. So it will increment this by 1, so count become 2. Okay, now when we are at this element, this element, now we will be comparing this with this. Now is this 0 greater than end? Is this start greater than end? No, right? Then we'll do nothing. Then again we'll move our start pointer from here, from here to here, from here to here. Okay, but end is same, end is same. We only increment the end when we got this condition. When this condition is true, then only we'll be updating the end. Okay, end is now here, start is now here, not this. Start is here. Okay, start is here, end is here. Start is here, end is here. Now again we'll compare, is this start greater than end? Yes, right. That means that this meeting also we can accommodate. So this meeting has accommodated, this has accommodated, this has accommodated, but this not. Okay, this can accommodate, then we'll increment the count by again 1. Okay, and we'll move our end. So end will be from here to here. This will be our end, right? This will be our end, and will be our sin. Now will be shifting our start from here to here, start, right? Now again we'll compare, is this start, is this start greater than end? Yes, right. Yes, then again we'll increment our count become 4, count become 4, and we'll be moving our end pointer from here to here, from here to here, here to here, and again we'll move our start pointer from here to here. This is start, this is end. Now again we'll compare, is this start, is this start greater than end? No, right? No, right? Then we'll do nothing. So whatever the count we got, that is our answer. So I hope now you have understood the code. So let's see, let's write the code for this. So first thing what we'll do, will be creating a meetings array, right? So that will be a pair of starting point and start time and end time for each meetings. So let's do that. Let's take a array meetings and initialize with empty. Then we'll run a follow for I in range. Range will be, let's take anything, length of the start, because the length of both will be same. Then every time what we'll do, meetings dot append, we have to create the pairs, right? So we'll take an array, first element will be start of I, and the second element will be end of the meeting time, right? Yeah, end of the meeting. Okay, this is done. Then what is the next thing? We have to sort, right? So meetings dot sort. Okay, for sort we have to take this key, we have to provide the key equals to lambda function, and we'll be sorting with ending time, right? So first index, because the second element is the end element, right? We'll be sorting this meetings with end times. Okay, that is done. Then let's take a variable count. Okay, initialize with 1. So we assume that first meeting is accommodated, and let's take a, so end time e equals to, let's say, meetings of first one, right? End time of first one. Now we'll again run one for loop, but this time I'll be ranging from 1 to this length of the start, right? Start or meetings, anything you can do. Okay, then what we'll do, so end time we have calculated, now we have to calculate start time. So start time will be meetings of I current, then 0, first element. Okay, then we'll be compare, if the start time is greater than end time, start time is greater than end time, then what we'll do, name it something else, let's say uh, end time. Okay, and here let's say start time. Okay, so here if start time is greater than end time, then what we'll do, we can accommodate this meeting, right? So we'll be incrementing this count by 1. right? And we have to update this end time, right? So currently end time will be current meetings of I and the next index, right? So start was 0th index and end time will be second index, right? So this is done, and at last we'll be returning the count. Okay, returning the count. That's it. Let's run this. Yeah, it is accepted. Let's try to submit this. Let's try to submit. Yeah, it is accepted, right? I hope now I have understood this problem, how we can do using greedy. And what is the time complexity for this algorithm? So here, first thing, what we have to do, we have to make a range, right? Make a range, make a array, right? We have to create a space, right? That's why the time complexity will be O of n. O of n. Sorry, space complexity will be O of n. And we have to sort this array. We have to sort this array, right? So what I mean by that, so we have first thing what we are doing, we are creating this array. So that's why space complexity, so space we are taking, it will be O of n, and time, what will be the time complexity? So first we are sorting, right? For sorting it takes n log n time, n log n time. For sorting it takes n log n time, and after sorting we are running one single for loop, right? One single for loop. That's why time complexity here will be O of n. So n log n plus n, that means the overall time complexity will be n log n, right? N log n, O of n log n. That will be the time complexity. And space, we are taking this space, that's why space complexity is O of n. So now I hope you have understood the problem.